maybe DMT if you're ready for it, but besides that, drugs are bad.
So you're saying that like, anyone who's saying, "Oh yeah, I can handle it," are they coping or are they not coping? I don't know if I can handle it.
They're coping. Obviously, everybody does something to cope, whether that's anything. Eating can be an addiction, but like with drugs, it's just obviously they're doing it to cope. But then there's this fine line where it's like you're doing it to cope, and then you're doing it because you need it, or you feel you need it. That comes from like right here, and it just drops. Like it goes out of control.
You can't control yourself.
Typically,
like you can't control yourself on drugs, especially hard drugs.
But the moments before and after,
yes,
you have control over those.
Yes, you have control all the way up until you say yes to taking it. But I still have no sympathy for fucking drug addicts. I don't fuck with them.
You think they have the means to pull out? They're just not.
Everybody does. They're gonna keep being a drug addict until they don't want to be a drug addict anymore, or until there's a small window. If you're able to get sober and kind of go through the withdrawals, there's a really small window that you have to really think about and like reflect. And a lot of people are just so caught up in the withdrawals that they forget to reflect on everything that's happened while they were on drugs.
Yeah, because everything in their body's screaming at them because you fucking put it through a blender.
Exactly.
My body's screaming at me for a different reason. Nicotine's not serious, but that shit's fucked up.
Nicotine is terrible, especially the disposables.
I'm addicted to views right now. And I don't want to derail your conversation.
No, bro.
Nicotine, like I'm dealing with like views and shit.
No, addiction can take all sorts of forms, bro.
Yeah, but like
literally, food is addiction.
Food
for different reasons, though. Oh no, I'm addicted.
No, that's different. No, that's different. You can't be addicted
confuse
to the
man.
thing that you literally die.
Being addicted to.
How do you think people? Oh, you're talking
addicted
about
to cutting trees.
He's memeing.
But your views. Did you know that the nicotine salts is 10 times more addictive than the cigarettes?
I can get that because like I have views right now. Like, just like the views brand.
Cigarettes.
And I've been vaping since I was a sophomore in high school, and like me too. 1 year out, and it's like it's all right. It's not terrible, but like my fucking lungs, they're in pain. And
it's a pounding thing. You'll fucking
it sucks
be fine
though,
right up
like,
until it's not.
My problem is like I'm chain vaping. I don't fucking wait like 2 or 3 hours. Like, I'm fucking just constantly. Oh
wow!
And it sucks.
Right,
and
it's one of those. It's one of those things. Like, I think a lot of people kind of fucking go into it because they go, "Why not?"
For me,
no peer pressure
for me. Because it's like now that I try, I don't want to keep doing that. It feels good. I want to keep feeling that. That's what it was started it off, and now it's just. I just don't feel like having to go through the withdrawals yet. It's like I don't feel like going through the withdrawals because of work and shit. I don't know.
In the past 3 months, I've quit 7 times. So obviously it's not working for me. But you gotta just keep trying.
I haven't really tried. I was like, I'm gonna try, and then I just went like
your advice is not to fall in. Your advice to other people is not to fall into the hole because it's a fucking damn time getting out of it.
I was sleeping earlier today because like I work night. I'm up all night, and it's like I was sleeping earlier, and I woke myself up because I was breathing so hard, and like there was like a raspiness just from me breathing. I'm like, that's not good, but shit. Like, I'm constantly like phlegmed up and shit.
If you want to quit, you gotta fucking try to talk people out of doing shit, and it's just like,
I think I'm just gonna take like 2 weeks off of work.
I feel like witnessing an addiction, it kind of hurts more than being in the addiction, because I saw years of my grandmother's life from cigarettes just wasted away after she died at like I think 66. Couldn't make it to 70.
My mom's been smoking too. Secondhand smoke. People say it's like not real. But
I was part of it. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like people say secondhand smoke isn't real, but it's like there was like a stint where I would live with my mom for like a weekend, and then I'd go to my guardians just because I was doing better in school here. And it's like I'd go back to my mom's and I was fine, but I'd go back to my guardians and I'd be more irritated, and I wouldn't like notice it. But my guardians were like, every time you go to your mom's and you come back, you're like more agitated and stuff like that. But I calmed down after a bit. But there's definitely something going on there.
No, I was sorry. It's just I was part of a secondhand smoking from my grandma. I didn't really notice any effects, though I did have asthma when I was growing up. Like until like the age of 6. I kind of
Wait
got
a
out of
second,
it.
I go
No, see ya then.
See you.
But see, man.
Yeah.
So really, it's just I feel like witnessing an addiction is kind of more painful than being in the addiction. I'm sorry if that sort of hurts your feelings or anything. I'm just saying it's just seeing someone waste away their life for something they can't really seem to escape, and you witnessing
Hello,
that
I'm
and not being able to do anything about it. It kind of hurts to watch.
That's kind of like how I am with my mom,
It's
because she's been smoking since she was really young, and I've just grown up with her smoking. There's some time we were like tight for money. She's gotta go get cigarettes or something like that. I'm not saying that's like it's her fault. Some of this shit was tight for money, but then like now that I'm in it, it's like we're both kind of going through.
You're tight for money, and you're going out to the gas station to get fucking.
Not so much anymore now that I
You're
have a job, but like when I was unemployed at the time, when I was still in high school, so I was like, at that time I was heavily smoking weed, and I was just like, I didn't want to do shit, but I was like, it was just easier to we were tight for money, and it was just like, do we want to get our food or cigarettes or some shit? And it's like, we'd either sacrifice food for the cigarettes, very rarely, but it's like something like that. Seeing some people like, it's not as bad as like what he was talking about, like hard drugs, but it still kind of fucks with you a little bit.
Still has effects.
I mean, it's still an addiction, bro. I don't know. I'd say like most addictions is the same, even if you are watching it from the outside. I think because I've seen it from the outside too,
God
and I just cut the person off. Like, obviously, it's different when it comes to your mother, but nah, bro.
Sorry.
Addiction is the same.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's food. Think about 400-pound people. They fucking got that way because they're addicted to food. I know I keep going back to food, but like it's because
Nico caught
I'm starting to get addicted to food. But that's why
I'm kind of addicted to that shit. I'm kind of addicted to food mainly because I eat when I'm bored.
That's why
Stop being bored. Boredom is a choice.
It's not. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes,
Eat more.
specifically like around fall, like
You
October,
eat more.
like Halloween comes, I absolutely want
Yeah, we
chocolate
were.
now.
And then
It's weird. It's just a sudden urge.
I don't know. Addiction is the same though. Really.
The primary.
What
The primary.
about the porn addiction?
Oh, porn.
yeah, it's really-
I
It's
have
about
that.
time someone brought that up.
That is really like it's really bad, and I've grown to that extent.
I don't know. I have a
And
porn
it's-
addiction, and
I also have one. It's just I've been trying to stop the thing from going on and on.
I had the porn addiction, and I said, and one day I said to myself, I will fuck without the pornography. Well, I'm still fucking without the pornography.
How's it making you feel?
Good on you, man.
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
Grind time.
I feel myself like I'm fucking without pornography.
Without the trap. Without
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
traps. The
It
femboy
hurts
trap.
my brain
Without
whenever
the
I,
footy gay porn.
well,
When I was in jail, I didn't have no porn.
Question: in jail, is it as made up as it is to be in movies where like everybody's just getting butt raped,
No,
or like
that's
beat up all the
prison.
time?
That's prison.
Oh shit!
that's
how many-
prison. Yes, they're two
That's
different
when people
things.
are
My
doing it
ex
for, like,
told
20
me
years.
about it.
It's like county, I think.
I'm
It's like
actually-
county
Yeah.
jail and then like prison.
What the
Yeah.
hell is
So like
Oh,
when I think
Wait, jail
I've
or
only
prison?
seen I think maybe like 3 or 4 dudes get beat up. One was this like 80-year-old dude, and then one was just some random dudes. But nah, not butt raping in jail. In prison because you got people spending life, so they want that man cheek. You know what I'm saying? I personally could never.
They're never getting
Like-
out, so they might as well
Is
just
there, like-
go for it.
I've always been wondering,
the
it's like
chance
in
of
jail or
fight
like
so
prison,
much.
is there like a way to just stay like entirely neutral? Just don't fuck with anybody without people beating you up for no
That's
reason?
hard to do that. It
Pretty
seems
much.
hard to do
Nah,
that.
not
to be
really,
honest.
bro.
sure, that's
Nah,
hard.
dog. When I first got
It's
locked
always that
in,
one person.
you get put into like you just wait to see you go into JD, that's what they call it, but it's just waiting to see. At the time we had to do quarantine too. After
Oh,
JD,
wow.
after a week in there, I got put into quarantine for like 3 weeks, and that was it was like 3 dudes to a cell. But once your cellies and stuff, like they're pretty cool. Then
Actually,
towards like the end of my time,
I just realized
I had a
prisons have changed every now and then because like they have now iPads, they have games up in there. Like how in the heck?
my brother is doing time for like a murder right now, and so he be FaceTiming me on the apps and shit like that. But the jail shit, bro, it as long as you cool, you're not a dickhead. You know what I'm saying, you could just be chill with
people, humans,
Everybody was
yeah.
chill in there, who especially towards the end of my bid, because then we got like a open cell, and there was like 30 bunks in like one big room. The bathroom was more private, and like you ain't have to shit in front of nobody.
I'm gonna do a
It was
backflip for
definitely
no
better.
reason.
But like
Thank you
the
so much.
food is outrageous. I think it's like $5 for a honey bun, like that. But nah, once
Wait, you
you go
have to
to
pay
if
for
you go
the
to
place.
prison, then
Oh,
You have to pay for
you
your.
have to,
you got to pay for your food, your stay. Some jails will charge you like
They're
$5. You stay,
charging
you're there.
people. So I'm
Oh
guessing
my
they
God.
they
they're gonna.
charge.
Do they just kick you out
Oh,
if
so
you
it's not.
don't?
No, they don't
Sorry.
kick you out. Towards the end of your bid, let's say you get out and you owe them money, they'll give you they'll put a notice on that you end up having to pay that. And that's what some
Oh wow.
jails like.
Oh,
And then prison the
Okay.
same. But like you get better
They'll make
food
it like
in
a
prison.
payment thing.
sounds like a.
They'll make it a payment thing. They won't like try to go your first fucking 3 months of payout
It sounds like
is
a.
like just ours.
It sounds like a hotel
They'll break it
thing
up.
when I hear it.
Bro, it's a
Right.
scam.
I was
Like they
gonna
literally
say
make
something. Yeah.
profit off of each person that's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
From
fucking
local funds, like
There you go.
taxes and all that bullshit. For each person, they end up getting more money and they get more funding. And then on top of that, for the food and shit, they tax on everything, bro. Everything.
It's a whole
toothbrush
thing
is
where they
like
talk about
$5.
they're like
it's like
incentivizing being more extreme with people on rulings and stuff is kind of the
Mhm.
idea. Because then they can throw more people in, and then they make money. They're in there. They
Fake
have to. They have to
capitalism.
pay.
And like another thing too, bro, with the tablets and stuff, like they charge, I think, what 30 cents a minute for like the video calls.
The same
phone
thing
calls is
as like a phone call, like with the regular.
25 cents a minute. Like, I would be on that shit for an hour every time I could get on the phone, bro, because that's how you pass time. And I read so many books in there, bro. Really good books that like really helped me too. But nah, it is what it is. Like the minute I turned 18, I just started wilding out, bro. But
Honestly, can I give
that
you a hug? Can I give you a hug?
Oh,
you know how we do, man.
Sorry, that was a random amount. Oh,
But that's the best thing to do. Stay out of jail.
Sounds good, man. Honestly,
yes,
honestly,
sir.
I'm sorry.
and say yes
No,
to
I have a
capitalism.
very intense fear.
Say yes to
Yes.
capitalism.
Yes, to capitalism.
But, yo. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's gonna really be the first of all? No, 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 no.